Election night wins are bringing historic changes to Michigan's highest court. Good evening, I'm Deanna Giles. Voters decided earlier this week that Michigan Supreme Court Justice Kyra Bolden will keep her seat on the bench, and Kimberly Ann Tho will join her. News 10's Riley Connell tells us how their success has pushed the court into a rare female majority.
Kyra and Kim, for the win! Let's go!
Cheers of happiness from a crowd of Democratic Party supporters, celebrating a joint campaign win for Kyra Bolden and Kimberly Ann Tho, both elected to serve the Michigan Supreme Court.
And so I thought this might be a marathon. But what I've learned is that it's the farthest from that. That the further I got into this, the more people carried me along.
Well, I want to express my sincere gratitude for each and every one of you
An emotional night for the now official justices, with Bolden keeping her seat on the bench and Thomas taking on her first term. Michigan State University professor Heather Johnson says it's an exciting time in the state's history.
I think it's an exciting time to have that majority on the court. There's only a handful of courts in the United States that have a female majority.
Johnson says a women-led justice system is still relatively new, within the last 50 years.
It was years before we actually had a female nominee. So this is an incredibly long time coming if we start looking at the Supreme Court and then adjust our focus to state Supreme Courts.
Bolden made history herself in 2023 when she was appointed to the court by Governor Gretchen Whitmer.
But I stand here before you today, not only as the first Black woman to serve, but the first chosen by each and every one of you.
Strides in courtroom equality still being made. Johnson says it also means greater equality for people on the other side of the bench.
If you can go in and see someone that looks like you, that comes from similar circumstances, that you're going to get a fair shake at justice.
In Lansing, Riley Connell, News 10.
Justice Kyra Bolden and Kimberly Ann Tho will begin their new terms on the state Supreme Court on January 1st.